A reaction area is where price could bounce and reverse, but there's a high 95% probability it's going to do something. I'm going to give it one more shot.
Order filled.
I'm going to give it one more shot in terms of the trendline break being accelerated to the downside. And what you'll notice, this trend line's trajectory it increases right before the turnaround a lot of times too. I'm just going to go for a quick little, a little bit of a profit here to kind of make up for some of the
Order submitted.
stuff that we lost already. Hopefully we'll be able to get this as a win, a little tiny piece to help the old confidence level, Whatever, we'll take whatever we can. The stop normally goes right under that pivot level, and see if it holds in this area, because like I said, we use multiple time charts, help us out a lot, hitting the 20. All these moving averages are expanding nicely. It is a fair value gap. There are some support levels here. It could bounce. I'm not saying it's going to, I'm just saying it could, and that would be a good area for it to bounce. So let's see what happens here on this particular trade. Hopefully it'll work. Well, you can see it hit 1-to-1 on here for me, 1-to-1. My stop is down here. I entered here, hit 1-to-1. So I immediately go to break even plus 1 tick. So at least this won't be a loss if it does not continue to go up. I could have taken my 1-to-1 target, which I've been trying to do lately, just so I don't have, I can make back some of that loss on the first trade, build a little confidence. Hopefully it'll get up there. It's a good area to bounce. A lot of times you'll find an area that's called a reaction area. A reaction area is where price could bounce and reverse, but there's a high 95% probability it's going to do something. Okay? A reaction area is an area where price can slow down, it can stop, it can consolidate, it can reverse, it can do anything. Okay? Here on the 5,000 tick chart, you see a nice fair value gap as well that matches the 15-minute chart. So what happens in a reaction area is it could be the place where things are going to reverse, but more than likely it is definitely a place.
Order
I'm just going
filled.
to take my profit on that and be happy, because I just want to make back that loss, get my confidence back, and just get in the flow of having a win there. But a reaction area, guys, is an area where price is probably going to do something, and that something could pay. That something could be profitable. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go all the way back over the top and keep going, but what it does mean is we could get a scalp in that area, we could get a small trade, we can get some reaction, whatever you want to do. So like I said, you see it's coming back down, but reaction area, we found a reaction area looking at multiple time charts, 15-minute time chart, seeing that fair value gap, the ICT concept, pretty nice. It is a 50% pullback probably of this move up, right in the golden zone of the Fibonacci level at a fair value gap, bouncing off the 50 moving average. That's a reaction area. That does not mean that price is not going to continue down. It just means this is an area where price is going to probably bounce around for a minute, that we could probably have some kind of profit. And that's exactly what we did. We saw that reaction area. We got 1-to-1. It came up into some more resistance on these time charts, and we just took it. We don't know what price is going to do. That's another reaction area. That's a good point. From reaction area to reaction area, from one to the other, is a good place to do scalping, buying and selling in between the reaction areas. If you can learn to read reaction areas, these are not big move strategies, but they can help with wins to get confidence levels up and to confirm that you're able to read chart patterns, chart structure, and technical analysis, and that you're getting better at that. So, all right, let's wait for another trade to come along for us.